thoughts, views, and opinions of this podcast are for those who don't give a fuck about others' thoughts, views, and opinions. We say what the fuck we want to say, and if that's how we feel, that's how we feel, and if you hurt, so what? Give me the moment. Respectfully. Welcome to the show.
What up? What up?
Silencio, por favor. Silencio, por favor. You know what that means?
I don't even know what language that is, nigga.
Wow.
What? You don't know?
That means
It's just Spanish.
it means shut the fuck
Spanish?
up.
Silence, please.
Shut the fuck up in Spanish.
Oh,
It
okay,
does not
okay.
mean shut the fuck up in Spanish. It just means silence, please.
Yeah. Welcome. Oh, okay. Swayze on the book. Swayze on this
On the
mukbang.
mukbang.
Shit. Last week we saw this nigga eat a whole goddamn meal. Like,
Bro,
always, like, for sure, like, eat
I
it.
try not to, but I have to take that bite, bro. I'm starving. I ain't eat anything all day. I had a couple of big bags with me today, bro. So,
Big bags.
yes, sir. Fucking big bags.
Shout out to the big bag.
Hopefully their parents don't hear this, but yeah,
Oh.
big bags,
Oh.
bro.
Talk about kids.
Always, bro. This nigga's the
Bro.
most terrible coach in America.
You hold on, bro. Quick, though. I just because I ain't gonna lie, that irritates my soul a little bit. Because a motherfucker calls somebody big backs, and now I'm a terrible coach. When I invited two kids.
Why are you taking it so personal, bro?
Because, bro, I do a lot, man. For somebody just to shit on everything I do.
I didn't shit on everything you
I'm
did.
not-
I just
Like if I was one of these people that get on Facebook and post every moment, like you wouldn't call me a terrible coach. But I don't get on Facebook. I don't post everything because I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like
hey,
if I
Swayze, I don't know. To be honest with you, bro, I don't know what type of coach you
Listen,
are. And honestly,
exactly,
my
so
kid
you
don't play
can't
for your
sit
team.
here and call me
My
a
kid don't play for your
terrible
team, so
coach,
I
bro.
don't know.
So
Right? I don't know if you're a terrible coach or not.
You can't say the word terrible. That's all I'm saying, bro. When I call somebody a big back, you gotta at least trust me and understand that I'm using that word and I got a good reason.
What's that got to do with his coaching ability anyway?
Exact terrible coach, bro. Like a great person.
I'm saying, why are you calling kids big bags?
Now that you ask me, then I will tell you.
Because they big. nigga.
Because, bro,
But hold on.
I got-
And this is the
Hold
thing about it. What do they got to do with you eating?
okay, so we got two questions real quick, and I got two
Yeah.
answers for you. I call
I'm
them
listening.
big backs because one, they call themselves big backs. My dude, I made breakfast for them this morning. It wasn't enough. I
Jermaine,
hid
you don't-
food,
hey,
bro.
Jermaine,
I
please,
hid
just
food. I
please.
hid food, and my guy
I
found
hid
it. My dude was like, "Where you find that at?" I'm like, "Bro, it was in the
Is that how
air."
his voice
I
sounds
looked-
too?
Huh?
Is that how his voice sounds too? Where you find
Bro,
it?
so honestly, this kid, I had a story for him, but I feel like I'm not gonna be able to share it because we're doing this. But this kid, if you can picture the kid who stole his grandma's car, likes to do hood rat things.
Little Terrio.
Yeah, it's him and some other character I can't remember, but pretty much it's that kid, like, but just in Indy. But anyways, bro, I mean, he's a big kid, and I mean, these boys can eat. And I had another one of my kids' football teammates come, and I mean, bro, they cleaned me out, bro. Like we had hella snacks, we had hella food, cleaned me out. They came to the baseball field with us today, which we were there from 12 till damn near 6:30 with them. And I mean, the concession stands, bro, easily like 150 just on Gatorade and cheeseburgers, bro. So yeah,
You spent
motherfuckers,
$150 at a concession stand at a baseball game?
maybe not. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but at least over 100 for sure. Because I mean, we had five kids with us. They all get a cheeseburger. Two of them got two cheeseburgers. The cheeseburgers are like $6. Gatorades are like 250. I mean, they went through hella Gatorades. I mean, it's been a long day, bro. So yeah, when I say big back, bro, I mean, I don't mean no harm, but yeah, my
I got you, bro.
my wallet is saying big
I'm
back,
just
bro.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I know.
I don't know if you're a bad coach or not.
I know. So you can't say terrible coach. Don't say that.
Yeah, nigga. Don't say that shit. Watch your mouth.
Hey, I gotta fight back, bro. Y'all be trying to
Hey
trying to
Jermaine,
take
hey
little
Jermaine,
shots. We should
don't
all
start
be
that shit
happy,
with me
bro.
today.
Everybody's a winner tonight, except for Shannon, because I play Shannon tonight. So
Except for Shannon. S. Dot. He's
I
a
think I beat Shannon in the fantasy league too, kicking his ass.
Shannon took.
Damn.
Oh well, then he
I
took
don't
a
even
L
want
in
to talk
multiple.
about
He took
fantasy.
a
I'm
L
done.
in
Hold
multiple.
these L's, Shannon.
Took a L in multiple ways today.
That Mayweather
He called me earlier, and
at
I'm fourth wall, whatever it's called, but said, yeah, he was out drinking. Hey,
hmm
I'm gonna make the pod. I'm gonna be there for sure, bruh. For
Yeah.
sure.
Where that nigga
Looking at my rollie, it's about that time.
No shout out for S. Dot tonight. I'm
Nope.
Damn,
here.
unshot out. I took my shot out back.
I'm here. Swayze
hmm
is here. C
hmm
Amp is here. Trey motherfucker is here. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Fuck that hat though. Respectfully a pod show episode. Oh man, I don't even know.
I'm ganging now,
Like
26,
20s,
nigga. We in the
7.
20s. We in the 20s somewhere.
28.
This nigga done lost count. This nigga
Yeah.
done lost
The
count.
number will be there. Welcome to this episode. Yeah, again, we're all here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Glad to have you. If you're a returning listener, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Um, what else? What else? If you're a new listener,
Share
make sure you do the same.
and
Um,
share
and share for sure. For
if you
those of
like our
you who
content.
have been engaging with us recently on some of our most recent content, shout out to y'all. We appreciate it. That's what we talk
Mhm.
about. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it up. Keep it up. Pause. Um, unless you're an attractive young lady, keep it up for sure. How's everyone doing? Let's start with you, Trey motherfucker. How are you doing?
You say me?
Never mind.
Yes, motherfucker.
I'm
This
I'm doing great.
nigga Tony the Tiger.
And taking that lion shit way too serious, money.
Way too serious.
No, it's no, we had a good, nice weekend, nice long, you know.
What?
It was I went to a little birthday party. So one little thing from this weekend that kind of got me weirded out. So um I went over this dude's house, right? And whatever it was his kid's birthday party, blah blah blah. Kid knows my kid from daycare. And let me take it back. Our wives know each other. I don't know this nigga. You don't know me. It's the first time we meet each other. But I go over his house, right? There's not that many people here. There's maybe a handful of people at this house. I'm going to the nigga's house. First off, he's a Michigan fan, and I'm like, that was just like, like, but you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be that guy. I ain't gonna be that, whatever, you're a Michigan fan. So like, I'll go up to this dude, walk up to him, try to get some sort of a interaction with him, shake his hand, realize he's into gaming, he plays Diablo like we do. Well, everybody but Trey. He plays Diablo like we do. But dude, like just like
Can I have a question? I
I
got a
talked to him.
question.
What?
Is he saying Diablo or what?
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
gotcha,
shout out
Diablo,
to
yeah,
go
Diablo.
Diablo.
ahead.
Trey
Nice. Go
always
ahead.
say that. Hey, go and play
I was like, what game
Diablo.
is
I'm like,
this?
I don't know.
Diablo, God, whatever.
Maybe it's a Finley thing. I don't know.
My
A
English no good.
Finley thing.
But anyway, so we had the Diablo, and it was talking. I mean, and then basically the rest of the time I'm there, and I wasn't there that long. I had to scoot out because I had some other shit I need to do. So I let my kids there and my wife there. But I had to scoot out. But this whole time I was there, this nigga don't talk to me. I'm like, yo, like if I'm coming into your house, you don't have that many people there, and you just conversating with the people that you know, and like basically leaving me as the there's me and this other guy basically people like basically shunned out, you know what I mean? And I'm not the type of person where I it just felt weird, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck like if you don't want to talk or whatever, but it just felt weird. Like if I have somebody a guest over at my house and I'm
Right.
gonna be like, hey, do you need a drink? Do you want this, that, and a third? All these niggas walking around with beer. I didn't get offered one beer the whole time I was there. You know how mad that makes me as a beer drinker? I love beer. Like I need some
Yeah.
IPA.
I
I need
also have
some
another
motherfucking
question.
do what? I need
Was
some wheat.
was he
What?
was he white?
Yeah, it was a white dude. I don't color don't matter.
I was gonna ask
I
that.
mean, maybe
Not to
color matter
you.
to him.
Yeah.
Maybe color matters to
If
you.
color matters to you, don't invite me to your motherfucking house. Then shit.
You didn't. He
Like
invited your wife, and then you
Right.
just tagged along.
I got mixed
Surprise.
kids. If you have mixed kids, you obviously one of them is black.
Well,
So
hold on, wait. So not necessarily, because typically maybe he thought, well, she had a little a stint with the coloreds, and like
With
the
the
dads
colors.
do, they ran off, and now she's got a white
Oh
husband.
man, he thought you was a typical black dad, and then you rolled up. He was like, "Wait, what? The
stay
nigga's
together.
still here?
This nigga's a father.
This nigga's a dad."
Anyway, that was a little bit like a
Mm.
little bit of issues I had this weekend. I was like outside of the race card, like outside of that, like you know what I mean. If you invite, like I'll just put it like this: if you invite somebody over your house, if you have somebody over your house, even if you didn't invite them, if they're there and they're not like not supposed to be there, then
Yeah,
you should need to basically be generous and what do you call it? Habitable for not habitable. What word I'm talking about for?
hospitable.
Hospitable, yeah. For them.
Super.
And
I agree with you. I agree, bro.
yeah. I mean, offer a nigga a beer. You know what I mean? You
Right.
got some J's in the back. We go
You
smoke
should
them.
have. You should have just
It's
went.
not
You
that
should have just
hard.
went in nigga fridge. You should have just went in his refrigerator. Like fuck it, bro. We ain't here. We went
I
to the
I
cooler. Like, bro, let me get this motherfucker.
Trey, you don't have the most approachable face.
my face is very
We
approachable.
What?
call we call you we call you Trey motherfucker. So it's
That's just
written.
because he cusses a lot. That don't
But
mean
I
that.
mean the demeanor. He probably some white dude. He probably intimidated that nigga.
Nah,
He up in there looking
I
like a
get that.
goddamn up
Look,
in there looking
I
like a
was
fucking linebackers coach.
I've been told that a lot, and so I have changed my face. So I'm quite cheesy out there because I know that my face. Look,
Let
I
me
got
see
one of
your
those.
face. Let's see the face that you give for the white people.
Show us your game. Your
Boy, if you
sheet.
That's
don't
your white people face.
That's my cheesy face. That's not my white people face. That's just like a that's my I'm a nice
That's my
person
friendly.
type face.
That's
That's
my
just who
friendly
I am.
nigga.
Yeah.
You
That's how I
look.
do.
You look nuts. I would have talked to you.
Well, perfect,
I'd have
man.
been like,
You just standing
"Who is
over there
this
in the hood
crazy?"
looking like that. I'm not gonna come up and offer you a beer either, man. I'm sorry.
Like, hey,
He's like,
is your
he had
wife?
enough. He had
Is
enough.
your husband okay? Is your husband okay? That nigga looks strange over
And
there.
that DEI husband.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
Trey, Swayze, how you doing, bro?
I'm pretty good.
Big back
You
kids.
know, the usual. Just been chilling. Football, we got our asses kicked. Um, and just baseball today. Kid had some friends over, and yeah, it's just a normal weekend. Yeah. So, real quick, the only highlight of my weekend was one of the kids I was talking about earlier. He looks like the kid that took the grandma's car, and there was somebody else that he reminded me of, but it's the only person I can think of. Um, but he's like a big kid, you know what I mean? So like, if you see him, what are you gonna say?
I'm listening
I
to you.
I got deja vu, but go ahead.
He's
Like you
like he's
telling us.
like a he's like a bigger kid. Like he's smart, but like if you're a kid, like you're not gonna fuck with this kid. You know what I mean? Because he's like he's big, he's strong. Like he's low key kind of fat, but
Right.
you ain't fucking with him. You know what I mean?
Big kid.
So we got cats here, and like we got my kid's room. Then there's like a bathroom where with the sink, and then there's you open the door, and then there's like the toilet and shower. So if you leave the doors open, our cat will go into the shower. You know what I mean? And just sit there. So, and this is like a big kid. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't think scared of nothing. So, you know, so he told me he woke up in the morning, went to go poop, and he was like, "Man, I was in your bathroom for about an hour." I was like, "Why is that?" And he said he went in there to go poop, and bro, and he's so like if you're sitting on the toilet, you're sitting here. Over here is the shower, and he said he went to go wipe, but when he went to go wipe, he just happened to look over to his left, and he said my cat was just sitting there staring at him, and he was like, "Bro," he was like, "So I just stared back." And he was like, "I was in there for about an hour just staring at your cat." And I said, "What do you mean just staring?" And yeah, he was like, "I didn't know if it was gonna bite me or not." So I just kept staring. I just sat there until it moved. Didn't I wipe my butt? I was like, bro, funniest story ever though, dude.
We got a staring
Because
contest over here.
he's somebody, bro, that fuck shit up like in practice. But for him to just sit there in silence and be terrified of the cat was wild to me. And so that kind of made my whole weekend. When he told me that today, bro, I was like laughing throughout the day because of that story. So
Scared of a
I
little
got
cat.
I got a couple smiles out of Trey and out of the Trey. Jermaine's got a straight face, so for sure it's cool with that. Bro, that is a funny story though.
And the truth shall set you free.
I'm sure
That's
it
pretty
is.
funny. It's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Jermaine, bro, you ain't shit, bro.
Why? I was listening to a story. I was
No,
listening.
I got you. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
I ain't worried. It's all good.
My weekend, it was cool. Got to hang out, watch the fight. My daughter went to homecoming, so that was pretty cool. She had a nice dress. It was a moment. So
Shout out to
homecoming,
Abby. Shout out to
yeah,
Abby. Shout out to Homecoming.
yep, homecoming. My middle son turned 20,
Yeah.
so he came over. We hung out, Mylan.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Shout out to
So that's
Milo.
pretty much it. Oh, yeah, we just kind of chilled out the weekend, homecoming stuff, and being a dad, seeing my baby dress up like that. It was it was interesting. I didn't, she was beautiful, and it was just like, oh man, we enter into this space now. So, but it is what it is. She's not a little girl no more. Well, she's still a little girl, but you know what I mean. She's getting older. But yeah, that was it.
Shout out to getting older. It happens every day.
It does.
That's what's up though. The normal. I didn't I did you know what I'm saying, kicked it a little bit this weekend. Yesterday, you know what I'm saying, got out the house for a little bit, you know what I mean?
On a date, nigga. Don't you on a date?
And that's about
No,
it.
don't ignore my question, bro. Did
I
you go on a date?
Trey, are you in a relationship?
Am I in a relationship?
Yeah.
Why you ask me that?
I mean, just answer the question.
Because you asking me shit about
I just asked you, did you go on a date?
I asked you, is you in a relationship?
You can't answer a question. You can't ask a question with a question.
So, anyways,
For your information, yes, I am. Now, how about
my
that?
way.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's what's up. Shout out to relationships. Big clap up.
Now, answer my question.
Sorry, ladies. Sorry, ladies.
Did you go on a hot date?
Hold on, real quick. Sorry, ladies.
Oh my
The
God.
sectional.
Sorry,
The
ladies.
sectional ain't available no more, baby.
Yeah.
You done found him a place to stay, bitch. So y'all done lost out. Y'all done missed out on all that. What you 6'3", 260 pounds,
Vanilla.
cream sectional. Yeah.
Well, hey, Jermaine is the last of the Mohicans, ladies. So you can definitely get. He's 6'3". I don't look. His no muscles at all. He gonna play video games with you.
I got to love him.
And he got a lot of shoes that he don't wear because he don't never go outside. So you guys can sit in the house and play video games and look at shoes.
Yep. I got a lot of hair.
Did you go on a date?
I got a lot of hair also, in which Trey does not have.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you go on a date or did you go on a date or not, bro? Can you answer my question? Did you go on a date or not?
I didn't go.
You just went outside just to go outside.
Outside, I mingled. I like to say that. I mingled. Yeah, I mean,
I want to hear more about the story, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. Chill weekend. Parenting wise, I was kind of a terrible father today because I forgot my son had a flag football game. I got a video.
You forgot the flag football game?
I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot.
That's fucked up.
Right. So
did nobody told you about it? They didn't remind you?
I got the schedule, but I typically I'd be on it, and then for some reason today I was just fucking just lounging, and then
you was watching football. I get it.
It was like right before that though. Like it was early.
That's because you went out and mingled too hard last night.
That's what happened. Yes. Too much mingling.
But yeah, I got sent like a video, and as soon as I got it, I was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's like one time my kid could get a little angry with me.
Because you missed the game?
Yeah, like if I missed it, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
What do
Why
you
you
mean, why?
specifically? You missed the game. It happens sometime.
Just because, man, like if they love the game, then like that shit sucks.
Mm. Hey, just real quick,
I'm sure.
that's like an American thing. I kind of I be watching a whole bunch of different type of shit on YouTube, and there's this guy who's from like the UK, and he does a lot of American reaction videos, uh,
Hmm.
that's different that we do here and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
like college sports and just like I guess like sports in general for whatever. There was like, bro, we don't go like there. It's crazy to them how much people show up for college sports and like youth sports if it's not professional. It was like you're
Hmm.
lucky to have your family there. I asked several people from the UK like if I had a game, would you come? They were probably like, probably not. It's not. It's only here where it's like obviously just show up for every single game in college. You take it
I
right.
doubt it. I'm sure in China or Asia they'd be, you know, in sports or depends on the sport, you know. I mean, maybe not for baseball, but I'm sure like in South America, like them soccer games be lit.
Yeah, but that's professional sports.
I mean, I don't know.
So
I feel like that's something we'd have to look into.
yeah, but that's that. So that was my weekend. Shit, man. We were having this conversation about a couple of different things, and I brought up um for niggas that's like between the ages of 18 and 30, and say
Hmm.
commit like felonies or certain type of crimes. Uh, what would y'all think if instead of giving them niggas jail time, they had to like serve military time? And if they refuse that, then obviously they would just spend time in a military prison or whatever. But that
Mm.
would be an alternative to just sending niggas to jail.
So instead, you would send them to die, potentially.
I mean, I guess if it's a war going on, but there's not always a war going on. I don't know. I don't
You
know
know,
why niggas
I
think
mean, what kind of crime, Joe? Just asking.
felonies. Any if you commit a felony, depending, like you can't be a serial killer and we're gonna be like, okay, go to serve.
them
I mean, but if you just
them the niggas you need to send off
Yeah,
for
if I say
that.
that's a
nah,
No, no serial killer over there, nigga. Don't go
that's
over
not
there.
the people you want to send.
You're right. I'm
So
talking shit.
uh,
those
but
niggas you send in the jungle, black ops.
certain niggas that may want to commit robbery, burglary, B&Es, you know what I'm saying? Still
Mhm.
carjack,
I
drug
mean, I don't know,
niggas that
man.
sell drugs, live the street life, whatever. Just I don't know. I don't think that's just a certain. Obviously, would have to fit a certain criteria of crime. Couldn't be
Right.
everything because you don't want somebody that's unstable also completely unstable serving in the military. But if you're fine and you just ain't been on the right path, you know what I'm saying, or you feel like you gang, you know what I'm saying, you a gangster, you a street nigga, you a boss, whatever the fuck, you just doing shit just to try to survive, where you could possibly still be rehabilitated. Um,
But
just
do you think the military? You think the military rehabilitates people? Like, do you? Well, so
niggas,
I mean,
I don't
I do
think that
understand what you're saying.
I don't. The
Yeah. Or
military isn't meant to be a place for rehabilitation. I'm just saying, but do I think that it has the capabilities to? Absolutely.
yeah. So I'll probably say yes. I think like depending on, I would probably say let's say from 18 to you said what 35.
18 to 30.
Okay, I'll probably put it like 28 or something like that. So yeah, maybe even 30. Um, My only concern, well, no, I think that would be a good alternative for some people. You can get to go learn discipline, learn some skills. Maybe when you come home, you have a skill set that you can, you know, turn into a job or something like that. But I also feel like you take certain people out of their environment, you stick them there, you teach them how to be better with guns and teach them to be more violent, and you bring them home,
Yeah.
and whatever skills they may have learned doesn't translate over to real world. Because I mean, we have all these veterans that are displaced and all that shit. I feel like it would just be,
Yeah, but
it might turn out worse
but
for some
you're,
people.
but you're thinking of that's what we don't think grand scheme. That's a what small. That's going to be a small ass percentage of people out of,
I mean, I don't know.
and you're going to the worst case scenario. You got somebody, you done taught them all these skills. How many people are going to go there and then, what are they going to do? Start building motherfucking bathrooms in their backyard out of tubes and pipes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So
Run
yeah,
it back.
I
I'm
see
lost.
I see what both y'all saying. Like a lot of the military, like there's a small percentage that actually sees combat.
Hmm.
Like my sister, she was in the military for 20 something years. She's been on a boat and been like out of this country and everything, but she has never been to any sort of combat area, anything like that. So like my whole thing is like this what branch, depending on the mental stability, what branch are you sending them to? Like, we send them to the Air Force, Navy, the Space Force, like where are we sending them to? And like depending on the mental stability and what the actual skills, I think it's a good idea. Honestly, I think it was a good alternative to the prison system. Do I think the elites would go for it? Absolutely not, because they make money off the prison system. But
Facts.
um, but at the same point, I do think it's a good alternative to, people that are, I mean, like you said, not no serial killers, no like serious crimes, that
Hmm.
to go ahead and serve their time. Year in the military is a year spent. Maybe doctor pay a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's not like, well, I mean, they don't get paid shit anyway, but at the same point, like,
Well, yeah, they would definitely, that would be like the restitution or something like that.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, obviously they'll have to make a living in some
of
form or
course,
fashion,
yeah.
but that's just, I feel like overall that's something that the society would have to come to terms with, is like uh they're also at the same time they are still going out to serve and protect you. So it's, yes, it's a crime, but it's just an alternative punishment, I guess. That's why I say it just depends on the crime. I don't say like, oh, you murdered somebody, now go, you get to get off from murder and go serve in the military. I looked
Right.
up a couple of things. So here's a couple of pros. It says rehabilitation through structure. Military
Hmm.
provides discipline, routine, and purpose, which could reform some offenders, but better than prison. Skill building, reduce prison population, civic
Hmm.
contribution. Uh,
Excuse me.
People who gain structure and community and opportunities may less likely to reoffend compared to those hardened by prison. Military manpower boost and mental and physical health improvements. Some of the cons are discipline versus disruption. So some offenders may not adapt to military structure and could cause safety risk to units. Potential for abuse. Using offenders to fill military ranks could create a second class soldier stigma, leading to mistreatment or inequality. Moral and ethical concerns, not suitable for all crimes. Public trust issues, effectiveness is uncertain. Potential rights issue and risk of militarizing criminal justice. So
Hmm.
those are some of the pros and cons.
It sounds like more cons to me. I do. Now I'm with you as far as having an alternative for jail time, but I don't know if the military would be. I guess it would be case by case basis. But I think that you should have some other. I think jail, depending on the crime, should be like the last resort. There should be something else. If you're a non-violent offender, why you need to be put in prison? Like, do something. I feel like you need to do something different.
I mean, no,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to. I don't. Well, I don't agree with that. I mean, and again, you do a crime,
Okay,
you go to jail. That's the same thing that you go with
but
fucking.
you shouldn't have to though.
Okay, well, let me finish what I'm saying. But I feel like you should, because if you, it's almost the same way as kids. Oh, kids, your kid did something and they don't get a punishment. What do they have to fear?
No, I'm not saying you don't get
You
punishment. I'm
sending them
saying
to
punishment shouldn't
therapy?
be jail.
Like I
No,
gotta
I'm
go
not
to
saying that you
therapy.
don't have to.
I gotta go sit in
No, I'm
some
not.
classes.
Maybe,
Okay, and
or
that's gonna
you
stop me
send them
from
to.
writing a bad check.
Nope.
You might be only writing a bad check because you need to make ends meet or you need to figure something out. Maybe everybody doesn't do a
It
crime just
doesn't matter.
because
Doesn't
they
matter.
want to do the shit. They might do the. It does matter,
Doesn't
circumstantial.
matter.
You have to have some
Doesn't
type. Okay,
doesn't matter.
you said like kids. Your kid might do something because they're hungry or they're tired. You're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, all right, you normally don't act like that, but under these circumstances, you did something outside of what you normally would do.
And
So I'm not gonna.
kids
I'm
in
not.
the Kids and adults are two different things. Yes, I made that reference, but I wasn't using it for a different purpose.
My
You're
point
using it
is
for a different-
circumstances. My point is circumstances may cause you to do certain things. Nigga, you act like you never did something just because you just had to.
It's not
You like,
about
I
what I
gotta,
did. It's not about. It's worth it. You willing to take that risk. So if you're willing to take that risk, then you get caught. These are the consequences. But you
so you
shouldn't.
should automatically just go to jail.
You break the law, yeah. I'm not saying
No,
you
I'm not.
should
I
go
don't
to
agree
jail.
with
Like,
that.
no, I'm not saying like how I'm not mad at people that break the law and then they go to court and then they just get probation. I'm not saying
Hmm.
you broke the law. So, but no, normally, if you broke the law, you probably went to jail for that night or for them 2 weeks until you went to court, right? So
Maybe.
that's what I mean. So if you break the law, whatever justice is handed down, if it is jail time, then yeah, I'm not gonna be like he shouldn't go to jail just because he did a
Oh,
crime because he was hungry. You stole. I don't give a fuck.
and I don't agree with that. But okay,
That's
that's
cool.
your opinion.
Swayze, what you think, bro? I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
We
Um,
can.
you borderline MAGA, Loki. Come on,
I'm not.
you
I'm
got
not
some,
borderline. Don't listen.
you got
Don't do
some
that. Don't
you
try
got
to
some
listen,
Republican
Trey.
views
Don't
over
try to don't try to
there.
boost your pro blackness up and
Not
throw
boosting
MAGA.
anything. I'm not. It's not nothing about pro black or not pro black. I'm not saying that you're not black.
All
I'm
right,
just saying you're very conservative.
well,
Is
don't
what I'm
call me
saying.
MAGA
It don't
then.
have nothing to do with. It don't have nothing to do with color.
Don't do it.
It's
Don't do it.
just
Oh my God.
okay.
We got one
It's a
mic.
joke. It's a joke. It's a joke for
Get
one.
it. Well, I
So
don't like
quit
that
being
joke.
soft.
I'm just saying.
I don't care what
I
you
don't
like.
like that
Quit
joke,
being soft.
and that's
Okay.
cool.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
And
Quit being
remember when
soft.
you said, "Oh, don't tell you to S my D," but it's okay for you to say you don't care what I like.
That's
Yeah,
two totally different things.
it doesn't. I just said I don't. I don't.
But I said you was a Republican. I didn't say suck my dick.
Call me
That's
a
two different
Republican.
things.
You said a MAGA and Republican is two different things.
I made the extreme version because I was making a
Once
joke.
again, speaking on shit. You don't know what you're talking
Swayze, do you have anything
about. I
to
tried to
add to
be
this
persuasive, and now
conversation? Because this nigga want to be a lame and take offense
um,
to Republican shit. Like, bro, it's a joke, bro. Cut it out.
I
that
mean, a lot of things that you guys said, I agree. My only thing about it is, um, I don't think like someone would commit a crime and then it's like, all right, you're going to the military, you're gonna serve. I think like joining the military would be like a special type of unit, for say like the jobs that they don't want to do in the military, like jobs that people don't want to do here in America. Like, uh, so pretty much like, I mean, I feel like you have to be like, we have to trust you in order for you to go over there. You know what I mean? Like, can't just send anybody over there. Um, but I feel like they should have like their own unit that's where they still might be in prison, but overseas serving. You know what I mean? Like, can't just have them mixed up with our military members. You know what I mean? Because a motherfucker just go AWOL and just bounce. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get out of the country, bro? Well, shit, we're helping you flee the country, where you can just go off and you know what I mean. But
That makes sense.
I also don't think that it should be like that one movie. I think it was the movie with Suicide Squads. You know what I mean? Where you get like something and you go a certain distance and then you die because you blow up. I don't think that's right, but I think it should just be like you know, people that we can trust. Like you guys said, not everybody sees combat, so there's hella jobs out there, that they would be doing. So I just feel like it should be people that we trust, that can go over there and do their time. Um, I don't really think like if we're gonna send like some rapists, some killers, the gangbangers. I mean, those could be people that like go to the prison, overseas, wherever we're, having a war at, where they're like heavily supervised by, their superiors, where like you fuck up over here, like there's still hella consequences. You know what I mean?
right.
And
So
just get your ass back.
I think we all, yeah. I don't think there's really a need for us to try to go into. I mean, you're going down a kind of a rabbit hole of just like the little intricate small details of
I mean, that's just my opinion, bro. It's just how I feel. Like
I know, I'm just saying, but I think we all kind of agree on that. We all agree that it just can't just be you committed a crime, you're going to whatever. It's going to have to obviously be some sort of uh, lane that you fit in to qualify you for that. But just imagine all the people that are in jail right now or in prison that would qualify for that. well, obviously it's not. We're not trying to send rapists or serial
I mean,
killers, just flat
you
out
can send
killers,
them to
but just
the front lines, bro.
you said what?
You can send them to the front lines, bro. Like if, like you said, if you want
No,
to be
because we're good.
gangster in
We're
these
being
streets, bro, then you can go and
well,
go
no,
catch
because
some bodies overseas, bro.
no, because that, I mean, we being realistic, and that wouldn't one. I mean, that wouldn't be, I guess, humane. So if we're gonna put them to death, we're just gonna put them to death.
That's
We're
not
gonna
putting
keep.
them to death, though. I mean, if you got some people that are gangbanging on the streets, bro, they're familiar with guns. They're familiar with, like you send them with that special unit, bro, and
No,
that's the
keep
Suicide Squad.
That's
right. So that's what
ridiculous.
you literally just said. So, as a taxpayer, right? So I looked up here. It says you spend, I guess it's anywhere between $100 to over $300 per day for an inmate. Massachusetts, hundreds of thousands annually. It says equating to over $800 per day. Federal cost averaged around $120.80 per day. And that was, I guess that was in 2023. That was the quickest thing I could find. Uh, so I just, I don't know. I guess I don't have a problem with it. Of course, like I said, it will have to be somebody who can be reformed, somebody who can, who's told their life just isn't completely a wash yet. I feel
Yeah,
like
somebody who
an opportunity to serve, serve the public. That's their kind of their restitution. Also, this is like a second chance for you. So to me, it's in a way, it's kind of merciful. Um, Now, what comes with that is if we are in a war, maybe niggas may be less inclined to go out and commit crimes because we know we at a war. And if I might, they might send my ass over to wherever the fuck we fighting at this moment, and I don't want to go there. Maybe not, but if that's what to me, if that's what happens, then that's just to me that's just part of it. I just feel like it's a good alternative. Like I don't know. I feel
I
like
think
Trey
maybe if
said,
you do it
everybody
on
doesn't necessarily need jail, right?
right.
I feel like even though I feel like you should go to jail if that is what the law states, but rather you go to jail than you would go and serve. And again, if you
I
can
think it depends on. I think it
find a
depends on like
purpose,
what the length of it is. So like, let's say whatever you do, if it's like a 3 or more years, then maybe that would be a potential thing. But if you just got like something that you about to do 6 months for, I don't see what's the point of you going to the military,
right?
even if you only go there for 6 months.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all I'm saying. So I just think there should be some alternative. There should be a few steps before we get to that. But I'm not all the way opposed to people that commit crimes and have long sentences. If it's like you said, if it's a certain type of person, maybe you can opt into some military service instead and come out on the other end a little better.
maybe
Maybe
you
not.
get
I don't think sending everybody to jail is
maybe you
a
get sentenced
solution.
to 8 years prison time, but then you have that option to join the military, serve for 4 years, and the rest is commuted.
That sounds like a good plan.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I can see that.
Whatever you
Yeah.
do after that, it's on you. You want to go back to committing crimes, then you're just done. I guess you're toast.
No, we're gonna give you a new charge and we're gonna add that 4 years back on there that we commuted.
Yeah, plus the 4 years. So your new crime plus
Yeah, plus them four. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
So
I'm not opposed to people going to jail for things that they deserve to go to jail for, but some things I just don't feel like everybody needs to go to jail for everything.
all right.
But that's me.
Anybody else got anything else on that? Yeah, I feel like we
No.
kind of kept it shallow on that. I mean, obviously that could be a deeper conversation, but no.
We gonna have to do it anyway
I agree.
because these young niggas, huh? I seen some the other day and said, them young niggas ain't be. I can't imagine the kids that's outside right now joining the military. Maybe some of them. Some of these niggas, like I seen some of them young niggas at my daughter's school when I dropped them off at homecoming. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro! I need to go in here and chaperone. These niggas, these niggas. We put up in the parking lot. Them niggas was hanging out the window, staring me down. I'm like, okay, like y'all good? Like, okay,
I mean, so we're talking about next generation, Gen Z, and Gen
all
Alpha.
right.
So like, kind of spinning off that. I mean, are they cooked? Is the next generation cooked? I mean, but before we get into that conversation, basically we have to go look at some numbers, and some of them they have a higher score processing speeds and executive function. I think they lack psychological maturity, really, that allows them to process various emotions. There's studies that show that 40% of high schoolers feel sad and hopeless. 19-year-olds with mental disorders have risen from 10 to 26%. They're saying 1 out of 5 teens have diagnosed with mental health disorder, and 1 out of 5 seriously thought about suicide. So, looking at all those numbers, I mean, I think that's I think the younger generation is from like doom scrolling and shit like that. I mean, back in the day, we used to get our news from CNN and MSNBC, Fox News before it turned to Fox News, and other shit like that. But
When you were 19 years old, did you really watch the news? Or when you were a teenager, did you really watch the news?
yes, I did, and I'm not saying that I did like all the time. Like it wasn't like a certain, you know, but you come home, your parents have the news on, you're gonna watch it and whatnot, and see what's going on in the actual world and shit, or in the US. Was it like on my rotation of things I would watch? Like, did I go from X-Men to CSNBC? Nah, that wasn't happening. But at the same point, like, I mean, I was attuned to what's going on in the nation, what's going on in the world. Like for instance, when 9/11 popped off, I think I was playing hooky that day.
Everyone fucking heard of 9/11.
Yeah, everybody.
What the
Yeah,
fuck are
that's
you
crazy.
talking
No,
about?
I'm saying though, but at the same point, like where, like I was watching news. I was watching the news channel. I was
You had no choice.
We all were, nigga. You the one that
Nigga, that was only
nigga
the
asked. He
Hey,
asked, what episode was it? He said, what year
but
was it?
what,
What year did 9/11 happen
but
in?
what he's saying is that back in the day, bro, that's when you seen that on the news.
Yeah, if you let me finish my motherfucking statement, nigga. Damn.
But, like,
man.
If so right now, okay, if 9/11
Niggas
happened
is
right
testy
now,
today.
Right.
if
Yeah.
9/11 happened right now, where are you gonna
Everybody
go
would
to
know.
get you're gonna go to your phone. You're not gonna go to the news channel.
think
That's
if-
that's all
It
I'm
will be on
saying.
every channel. You wouldn't have a choice.
Yes,
If
I was
9/11
gonna
happened,
say,
it
I
would
feel
just be
like
everywhere.
my point was
But
that you were using a bad reference because
I'm not using a bad
now-
reference because fucking like right as of
even
right
I'm
now.
with you, Trey. Hey, I'm with you.
even
Trey.
right now, if 9/11 happened, you would be sitting on your phone, also watching the TV. It would be both.
Not,
You don't.
not the Gen Z though, bro.
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Gen Z,
Go
saying.
ahead.
Gen Z
It's
watching
fine. You finish,
TV,
Right.
Trey.
bro.
Yeah, Trey, finish your story because I don't. Whatever. This
Anyway,
y'all make no
basically,
sense sometimes.
Nah.
what I am saying is basically, and it has nothing to do with that was basically the gist of the conversation was is part of their like basically their doom scrolling and shit like that. Is that part of the reason why they're so cooked? Is part of the reason why is maybe it's helicopter parenting. I mean, let's be honest, us as I mean not us like me and you, but like the majority of millennials as parents have been a little bit more helicopter, a little bit more, let me shelter you until you get into to of age. And it's just kind of hurt them in the long process in the long run because you're not experiencing real life until you get out into the real world and then you realize this world is shit and your mom and daddy's little happy kumbaya campfire shit is not like what the real world is. So just on that, just like it, so basically, is the next generation cooked, and what is to blame for? Is the question that I have.
I don't think they cooked necessarily. I do agree with you as far as like the doom scrolling. So I think because just from personal experience, I think that we do a disservice to our children. One, because we allow them to just sit in the house and doom scroll and be on their phones and have access to all this technology, and we don't let them go outside and just play. But I also think that we did an overcorrection as far as discipline goes. I mean, we talked about it before, the type of discipline that we received when we were kids, we essentially just went away from that because, it's deemed to be bad or abusive or whatever. I personally, in the moment, didn't like whoopings. In the moment, didn't like being cussed out. But also, it helped me to understand that, sometimes you do things and there are consequences, and sometimes it kind of, I don't even know how to explain. It just puts things into perspective a little more. And I think sometimes when you just have access to the internet, you can just say whatever the fuck you want to say, and there's no consequences. Then, you just think that you can go outside and say that type of shit. So I try to explain it to my kids all the time, like, hey, you say certain things, and because there's no consequences immediately for you, you don't know that you're gonna be outside one day and you're gonna say that same shit and somebody gonna punch you in the mouth.
Exactly. Yep.
Whereas if you went outside, but and I think that they take those emotions and because they don't know how to manage them, because they haven't been able to manage them in a real world, they don't have real world experiences with managing those emotions because you don't go outside and play sports or basketball or ride your bike or bust your knee or whatever the case may be, or get into a fight into a neighborhood or whatever the case may be. When something like that happens and you don't know how to manage it, so you either go into your shell and shut all the way down. That's where the sad thoughts come, depression, suicide, all that kind of stuff. Or you lash out in an extreme manner, and that's where you got these. I'm in Atlanta, so these niggas be down here wilding with the shiesties on. Like it be 900 degrees outside. These niggas will have on a whole Nike tech suit and a shiesty. Nigga, I went to my son's graduation, and the nigga had on a shite. Swear to God, the nigga had on a shiesty underneath his cap and gown, bro. He had a
You know,
shiesty on with his cap on. I'm like, my nigga, you can't thug today, bro. You graduate from high school, bro. Like, damn, take a day off from thugging, bro. But yeah,
and they and they still saying your name when you go down across the freaking stage.
right, we know who you are.
Like we know.
But that's the thing. But as a parent, and see, I don't know if his parents were there or not, because that was another thing that I did see at graduation. There were a lot of kids there that did not have their parents. That they just a nigga drove to his graduation, walked across stage, and then got in his car and drove home. Nobody showed up for him. I'm
Mm,
like, that's fucked up, man. They had the
yeah, that's fucked
graduation.
up.
And he was,
Yeah.
and the only reason I knew the story is because he was one of my son's friends, and he was telling me like, yeah, nobody came for him. He about to beat us out to eat because his family just was like, all right, cool, whatever. You go to graduation. That's what's up. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Nobody showed up for him. Like, no.
Yeah.
So I could kind of see him being angry and maybe lashing out and doing some wild ass shit. But I mean, it's a different generation. They not. I'm not gonna say cook because I do think they have some advantages over us, like technology wise and that kind of stuff. But it's gonna be an interesting group of people when they get into like 20s and 30s. Them
Yeah,
niggas gonna
yeah,
be
it's gonna be.
interesting.
So my actually, I'm gonna just say ask this real quick, and I'll go ahead and bring y'all two into it, the other your two opinions. My father-in-law once said he was like, we need to bring back bullying. It was like
Facts.
bullying,
Just
then
a
you
little
knew the
bit.
hierarchy. Just yeah,
Just a
not
little
maybe not as
bit.
much as we were before, but like you knew the hierarchy when there was bullies in your school. You know what I mean? So you kind of got the impression what the real world's going to be like. Because I mean, let's be honest, we're all adults. We all have there's all bullies in our life, whether it be the government or whether it be our boss or whether it be somebody, our coworkers or whatever. You know what I mean? We got whether it be our wives.
Your wife
Let's
be
be honest.
bullying you, bro. She be abusing
But
that
so she be a
nigga.
bully sometimes, bro. Nah,
She
but
too
for
little to
real,
be a bully, bro.
like but you understand the hierarchy of like there's always gonna be
Right.
somebody that's gonna be over you and it's gonna make you do things that you maybe don't want to do. So I think they don't have the actual mental capacity to get through that and not realize that it's not rainbows and butterflies and shit like that. Jermaine or Swayze, how you feel about this?
So I think these niggas is cooked. I say a large percentage of them, obviously not as a whole, because there are kids that are got their head on straight. They take life seriously. They got goals. They work hard. They're intelligent, and they think for themselves, and you know what I'm saying, want the best for themselves, and they're want to make their family proud. Um, but for a large percent of these niggas, and I don't mean just the niggas, I mean the white niggas too. Uh, all of them, Asian
Like,
niggas, Indian
shout
niggas.
out to the white niggas
Shout out to
and
the
the Asian niggas and the Indian niggas.
but yeah, I think they're cooked. Um, Social media has made them think that the internet is a real place.
For
Um,
sure.
I don't think that, and this kind of goes back to that conversation we had in the past about, you know, a couple episodes ago about if your kid is not doesn't have any ambition and all that shit like that, and I just it's gonna hit them differently than it hit us when we got grown, and it was like, oh, this is like real life is hitting us now, because I think that even though we might have thought that we knew everything, we still, I just feel like they just feel like I think they just they're just further back on the scale or spectrum of realizing how hard being an adult is. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you don't got your shit together. And it's, when you get out there and if you ain't got no skills and you got a couple of things on your record. I mean, I'm speaking from a nigga who I didn't get in trouble as a teen. So I didn't have to worry about a record or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these
Right.
niggas, I feel like they just don't understand how serious.
It's like they detach from reality.
Yeah, it's like that's that's perfect. Yeah, I just feel like
Yeah.
their outlook on reality is just totally fucked, and it's going to be too late, I think, for a lot of them once it really hits them. Um,
So
and
hold on, before you finish, go ahead. I'll just finish. I had a question for you though. Go ahead.
and parenting obviously has, I think, something to do with that. For those who have, like, they said kids don't go outside, but I think a lot of times too, kids might be a little bit more busier than what we were back in our day. We went to school and we came home. Then we played out in the neighborhood. We had homework too. So this whole, I know, Kim Kardashian recently with this kids shouldn't have homework. They're in school 8 hours. I mean, we did the same shit and we would have homework, but we also had time, plenty of time. We found the time to do school and go outside and play. I think a lot of times right now, a lot of kids, they get out of school and then they got football and they got baseball or they got soccer and they got gymnastics or they got this or they got that. So when they want
We
to,
had that stuff though.
yeah, yeah, but I think it's every season. Jimmy plays football. He plays basketball. He plays baseball in the spring, and he plays football in the fall, and he plays this and then that. I think a lot of times those were the kids that weren't really outside as much because they had so much going on, and then they kind of struggle at that time socially. Now
Right.
kids don't. It's kind of the same thing. Now it's almost like everybody. Not only do they have cell phones, and they can't really function outside of their circle of friends socially. They also that is their only time where they're kind of interacting with other people is you got they're in school and then whatever their extracurriculars. And if you're not in any extracurriculars, even if you wanted to send your kid outside, nobody's out there.
Nobody's outside, right? Just outside playing by themselves.
You know what I'm saying?
Not now, I do agree with him on that. But okay,
nobody, nobody. Go ahead.
So my question to well everybody in general. So I know we were saying this about the next generation. Do you think the previous generation thought that about us?
I think, yeah, I think but I don't. I think they just thought we were cooked because of just that stereotypical old people this that listen to the music they're listening to, not
Right.
because we weren't out wearing shiesties and on online doing all of the shit that these kids do. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they just on some whole nother shit, and I think
But I feel like we had our versions of those things. We
We
sagged
had
our
the
pants and we
white
did wild
TV.
shit. Yeah, I think we had versions. I'm saying I just think that we had versions of the things that we're also complaining about. Now, but I do agree that because I think it's more of a technology thing and a more of a social
Yeah.
thing. I mean, we were still sociable back then. You still had to socialize. You still had to talk to a person face to face, whereas nowadays they don't have to. But
Let me just say
that was
so.
on my question.
I'm gonna just say something before Swayze takes us to speak on it. Jermaine mentioned we don't have certain things, but at the same point, like there is put it this way, everything that you do online is posted online. We didn't have that back in the day. You know what I mean? We didn't have
Right.
cameras weren't watching us. We were doing some shit, but we weren't being filmed doing it. Like I wasn't. There's a lot of shit that I probably could have got on film for doing that I is not gonna be anywhere on the internet, and nobody's ever gonna know about it because guess what?
Right.
We didn't have that capability back then. So it's actually a benefit for us. The dumb shit that we used to do, is never going to be caught, never going to meet any sort of um, you know any sort of population outside of the people that we actually did it with. Um, and we actually are lucky in that sense. Um, But anyway, that's just a little piece on that. But Swayze,
No,
what you think
real
about
quick.
this?
So my turn is
But,
over. Trey
Yeah.
oh
interrupted.
yeah, no, sorry.
He asked me a
I thought
question
you were
and then
done.
y'all just moved on from my shit.
Right.
I didn't even get to finish what I was saying.
Slow down.
But I'll finish quickly. I'm not gonna get, I guess, a whole thought on this either. Uh, so I'll just say this: when we went to school, right? For the most part, when we were in class, I would say, for my experience in school, the class as a whole was cool. You had the class clown, and then you might have had the girl that had the attitude that, depending on what the day was and depending on how her
You know
morning
what the
was
day
at home, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
that
Depending on
special week.
whatever she might have. No, I'm not talking about that.
I'm fucking with you, bro. Go ahead.
Whatever she might have had going on at home that none of us were aware of,
Right.
maybe she might have popped off at the teacher or cussed somebody out in the classroom or caused a scene. But for the whole, it was just a regular classroom of kids doing the normal thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nowadays the classroom is full of class clowns, niggas trying to make the girls laugh, niggas trying to be disrespectful to the teacher, females with attitude, females getting disrespectful with the teacher, and then you have a couple that are just there trying to do what they need to do. I think it's a flip. So that's kind of real quick because I don't want to take up a bunch of time. That's why I feel like this generation, and you can see it even afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, and as they graduate, uh, I don't know. I just feel like the overall, you come out when the graduating classes are looking. I ain't gonna say graduating classes because I see a lot of graduates, and this is not also a black. I'm not speaking to just black people. I'm speaking to these niggas, all of them, all of them. I'm dead ass because at this
No,
point, I
I'm laughing
feel
this way better that. Yeah,
I feel like, because real talk, I feel like nowadays the white kids, obviously, no, they're not the same, and they don't. I'm not trying to compare them to the niggas that live in uh, more impoverished type neighborhoods and go to lesser, you know what I'm saying, educational systems or whatever. But I feel like
Is this guy ever going to shut up?
what they're all into, the same shit.
yeah.
It ain't how it will, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I just feel like kids just feel like they're grown. Everybody, they feel like they're grown now. They feel like they know everything, and I know we did to a certain level, but it's different now. And I feel like, as the parents, as Trey said, we've also contributed to that, trying to give them a better life than what we had. And with the presence of social media, those two things combined is just creating some culture that's like of entitlement and false reality.
Yep.
I agree.
Go ahead, Swayze.
Come on, Coach Swayze, tell us about
Oh,
these
my
kids.
turn. Um, Pretty much what I can add to it. I mean, I feel like the um, like Gen Z, like, I mean, half of them aren't cooked because I mean, I feel like half of them are similar to us. You know, they've experienced, they went through the changes. Because I mean, what, like, there's some Gen Zs that are 30 years old right now. So I mean, I feel like, they've experienced everything and they're just gonna go with the flow, just like, we are. Everything being super expensive, wages and stuff like that. I think Alpha may be cooked. That's like 2010 and up. So I mean, the oldest Alpha right now would be what, 15, but I mean, I feel like they're just gonna evolve with the times, bro, just like we did. I mean, shit was hard back then. So I mean, I don't think we're cooked. I just think we're the old people now that don't understand it fully, like, the stuff that they're getting into now. So I feel like we're now the old people. We're 40 and up, you know what I mean? So a way that a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old's looking at life right now. I mean, they have different, there's just different ways for them to get money nowadays, you don't even have to go to, I mean, still want them to go to college, but they don't have to go to college. You know what I mean? Like, overall, I don't think they're cooked. I think they'll be just fine. And like you said, Jermaine, I think it also comes with parenting, I mean, if there's people out there, kids out there that don't have, good, guidance in their lives, and they're cooked no matter what generation. But, I feel like if we do our job as parents and try our best to prepare them for, what they're getting themselves into, I think they'll be just fine.
I'm with it.
Sound good.
Anybody got bars?
So this one right here has nothing to do with anything in life. I came across it, and this right here is a $5 cash app for a winner. You have 5 seconds to give me the answer. But no, I can't say that because you'll get the right answer. But I guess I want the original. Then that's going to make you think. So you're not going to get the 5 seconds. I want the original. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Iced tea.
Oh, you got it right. Good job, bro. I give you that one, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that, I was like, I had no idea. I think that was all.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that, bro. No, I wasn't really banging Ice T back in the day.
I wasn't either. I just heard that song before though.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, wow. So yeah, crazy. But you were close. That was 6 seconds. 5.5.
It was not 6. I said it immediately.
Well, when Jermaine does his thing, he'll be
You want
able
me to see? I'll send you my cash app when we get off the what's the name.
Nah, you're good.
I expect that. I expect that $5.
I need that $5.
$5.
My cash app. ASAP.
Nah,
Get out of here, nigga.
you're on it though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I owe you that because I'm impressed. So you earned it.
Talking shit.
You earned
Nah,
it.
so good job.
Yeah, shit I heard.
You say it was the gayest shit you ever heard.
Anybody else got lyrics?
Jesus
Anybody else got bars?
Christ.
I ain't got none.
Go ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
I don't have any. I do not have any.
You don't have any. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go. I'll get it out the way. Let's see. I had one in mind. I'll go with this one. I'll go with this. Ow. Hoes turn their heads like owls. I'm the man of the owl. Triple entendre, don't even ask me how. Con Edison flowing connected to a higher power. Shout out to Jay-Z.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, I knew.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm just playing. All right. Nobody else got bars?
You
No.
ain't nobody till somebody.
Yeah. I do pop pills and I keep my tube socks filled. I pop the same shit that got Tupac killed. Spit game to these hoes like a soap opera episode and punch a bitch in the nose till the whole face explode. There's three things that I hate. Girls, women, and bitches. And I'm that vicious to walk up and drop kick midgets. They call me Boogie Knight, a stalker that walks awkward, a stick figure with a dick bigger than Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. All
There
right.
you go.
Shout out to
Bars.
M. Shout out to M. Yeah. So that's our episode tonight, guys. Let me be the first to thank you for your presence. C Hamp, Trey motherfucker, Swayze,
Cowboy up.
myself, Niner Nation, stand up, Lions, what do y'all say? Lions roars.
Roar. They roar.
Lions roar. Yeah.
The Eagles roar too.
Protect the den. Protect the den.
I was guessing, and that's what's funny.
Of course, they roar like a bunch of gays.
Hold on. Hey, real quick. That's what you guys do?
Yeah, they roar.
Really? That sucks.
Nah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Real quick, just to wrap this up. I think the Bengals have the coolest fucking like saying.
What?
Like when I saw a Bengals fan today, bro, it was like, "Who that?" He said, "Who they?" Bro, I think that's
It's
just
not. Listen, that's not because
Who they
it
is
doesn't
sweet, bro.
work because y'all
It's a-
don't lose. Y'all haven't. Who
It's a derivative.
them
It's a
Bengals?
derivative of the New Orleans Saints. Who that?
Everybody, nigga.
You
Y'all,
got the same. You got the same
they?
thing as the New Orleans
Can't they?
Saints. Who they and who that?
you have
Fucking
not
same
one
thing.
Super Bowl,
Oh.
and y'all say who they? Obviously,
Look,
lots of people.
Everybody. Everybody.
y'all just went the straight hate, bro. Y'all
No, I'm
already
just saying. You said you think it's the best. Like that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Who they
Yeah.
think they're gonna
In
beat
the-
the Bengals?
in the
Everybody.
NFL.
Everybody.
In the
That's fucked
NFL
up.
world, I think that's like if you see another fan, I don't want to be a Lions fan. Like I'd rather just say who
Yeah.
it is, bro.
Dude, we do
Roaring
not.
at people.
We do not roar. You
They
niggas
walk around
is
and roar.
fucking dumb as shit, bro. We do not roar.
It's been real. It's been real. Thank you
Oh my
for
God.
stopping by for another episode of Respectfully a Pod Show. Lions roar, who they, bang bang, and
How about them Cowboys?
Eliminated.
got him. Hey, hold the fuck up. We're not gonna be disrespectful. We're not doing that. You thought y'all got up out of here with one, but that, that ain't how we do. 83 kicks. We showing the kicks, and this is too much of a classic. They warn. I know y'all thought y'all was getting up out of here. You feel me? But not today. Not today, Satan. You know how we get down.
Lyrics making millions.